So basically today's video will be all about the Lexus build. This will be the part 1 for the build. At the moment I'm trying to redo this whole engine bay. We have to actually remove the whole motor with the gearbox. So I know I have to remove the drive shaft, disconnect that, the exhaust manifold, or by the flange, the last flange just before the manifold. I have to remove that. There's some piping I have to remove, and then obviously your engine mounts. So basically there will be a lot of work for us. Keep in mind I will be going management system, so most of those wiring will probably not be needed at all, but we'll have to see once we get to that point. But first we have to remove everything and then take it from there. So I realized that this car is way too low to jack up anywhere, and the car obviously doesn't drive, so I can't drive onto like a brick or something. So now I have to put my bash bar on again and use that as a jacking point. So let's go. So with the bash bar in place, now we can finally jack up the car. It was a mission. I think this bolt over here stripped, I'm not quite sure, but we'll see. Once everything is completed and everything, then we can actually see what is going on there, because this will be fitted on last in any case. So let's get to jacking. So at the end of the day I found a longer jack stand, so I used that, and now we finally have access to jack up on the sides. Okay guys, so I'm currently underneath the car. I managed to remove the exhaust flange bolts. Let me show you quickly. So as you can see, let me just put the flash. That bolt over there I removed, and that one there, so which means this whole flange is loose. So I'll have to do that side. Once that is done, I have to try and do the rest of the exhaust, because I have to access the drive shaft. Okay, I can get it loose, but I need to remove it, so I need to get the exhaust off. And because I will be doing exhaust system upgrade, I will need to get it off. So let's get to that and we'll see where this takes us. Okay, on this side here's like the exhaust cover or something like that. What I'm using right now is I'm using a vice grip. I'm just trying to pull that up so that I can access the bolts, because okay, this is quite strong. Okay, it's difficult to do it with one hand, but you get the idea. So you have to just try and like pull it and just loosen this vice grip a bit. Okay, so for that, so you just basically have to like move it a bit. You can cut it over here with a grinder if you want, and then you can access those bolts. Okay guys, so it's about 5 o'clock now. I had to do some other things, so I put some, was it multi-purpose lubricant on that exhaust flanges bolts. So I put them on the multi-purpose lubricant on all the bolts that I need to remove because they look kind of rusted. So what we'll be doing now is basically removing the AC lines here. I think there's another. Okay, remove this, the positive terminal, remove that. So basically you have to remove the AC lines because as you can see it's still connected to the motor and it's going underneath the engine bay, so we have to remove that. I must still see what else we have to remove, but for now let's do this. Probably notice is I put the nuts back on where it came from, just because when you're stripping and you put all the nuts in like a container or something, you sometimes get confused which nut goes where, even though it's in a container that's labeled. Like I could have said AC nuts or AC hardware or something, but what if I removed a lot of stuff and I don't know which one fits where? So I just put them back on the original place so that I know I don't have to look for nuts again, because that can be a pain. So now that we removed the AC lines, I'll just have a look what we still have to remove, because I know the exhaust manifold is okay, not the manifold, the flanges are almost loose, so that needs to come off. I know the exhaust completely has to come off to get to the drive shaft. So basically that will be it for today. I'll carry on tomorrow and then see from there what we still need to do. So yeah, basically I will see you guys in the morning and we'll carry on from there. Okay guys, it's a new day. I think it's about like 12 o'clock or something like that. There's something I want to point out to you guys. I don't know if you guys can see, but here is like a plug, if I can just get it. Okay, there's a plug over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's about here. The loom is accessible. It's about here. So that is something you guys need to remove to actually get the motor out, otherwise that will like stick. So something else I was busy with, sorry I started today so late, is I got a pedal box for the whole manual swap conversion, and the cylinder fits perfect over here, so I'll just have to see if I have to do some modifications just to make it work. So today we're gonna basically finish removing the exhaust, because once that is done we can actually do a lot after that. So once that is done we can actually remove the drive shaft, the gearbox we can loosen up, and then start removing the motor. So let's get into the exhaust. So is it going through? I think we must just grind it off.
What are you gonna grind over? Grind my hair first over. Before I see.
I must just grind over there, just in front of the sensor. You always just weld it back.
Just not to my bed. I'm not gonna see which way I blade is 25 and then I'm gonna get out of the way.
Huh?
I'm gonna see which way blade is 25 before I get out of the way.
It's probably gonna spin to me. You see it? Yeah, the thing was like this. Yeah.
Oh, so then you can leave stuff inside.
Maybe I must just hold the cover like this.
No, wait, you know.
And then
You get hot?
You won't get hot.
You must hold the handle.
Because look, if I spin now, it's gonna cut me.
Hold the handle. Okay, take that thing off from the room.
What?
Take it.
You say that side, bro.
Yeah, you almost do.
But I only made a line.
Exactly, bro. You almost do.
I'm far from there, bro.
Don't worry, you almost done, bro. See me, bro. The longer you take, the thinking of. The longer you take. It's not too good to be out there, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Hopefully it just shoots to the edge, you see.
2 men, bro. You take a one side, I take the other side, and okay.
Yes, he can spin towards you, it's fine.
You must come first.
It's gonna be difficult like this.
Yeah, you know. You need to lighten from this side, bro.
You see,
Yeah,
the
but
car was high,
supposed
man. The car was high for the grinder to move. Check.
Oh, bro, I know always don't use that guard. The
Yeah.
guard just get in my way.
Yeah, I don't trust it. Okay guys, so we decided against removing the exhaust, the whole exhaust pipe. So what we did is we loosened the rubbers that keeps these boxes in place from the side and that side, so that we can have more space working underneath towards the drive shaft. So we're gonna now attempt to remove the drive shaft. As you guys know, there's the 6 bolts, I think it's 6. The bolts are in here, and then obviously by your diff. So we're gonna do that now, and I'll update you when we're done. Okay guys, so if you're at this point where you remove the shifter, you'll be left with this. It's actually your shifter but broken down. So your shifter attaches to this piece. So now you basically have to reverse. Like if park is on the side, park will be on the side now with this thing. So if you push it, then you're in neutral, and so it goes on. So this is what you need to do in order to like get it into park or neutral while you're busy with the drive shaft. So as you can see here, we removed the bolts, and what Shaywin told me now is a trick is to actually use your one hand and push it in and hold the nut at the back, and use your other hand, like force your hand in just to get the bolt out. You can be 2 people, but if you're alone you can do it that way. So that's what we're doing so far. So we have 1 more left, and then the side will be done.
2,000 years later.
Hey guys, so after the last clip my camera died and I couldn't find my charger anywhere. So I only found it yesterday, and basically I'm just gonna give you an update of where we are now. So basically the motor is out. It was quite of a mission. We got the crane from a friend of mine, so got the motor out, and the car is basically empty. There she is. So yeah, that's basically how we got so far. I didn't need to remove the whole entire drive shaft. It's basically just the bolts going to the gearbox. So the drive shaft is still on, So basically that's about it. So you can see it's empty, if you can see it, but yeah, the bonnet is quite heavy, so I can't take it off because it's loose. So yeah, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys got any questions, if you're struggling with a certain point, I might be able to assist because I struggled. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.